Vegas because my brother is about to become the president of the Who I Am Foundation. How do you feel about it?
Excited, ready for the new challenge, ready to make some moves, make some things happen, get the foundation back on track that we were on. Just ready for it. It's kind of been overdue, I think.
Yes, it has. Very overdue. And I'm sure you're going to do a great job doing that too, my brother. And I just want to say it's a blessing to be able to come with you on this journey. You know what I'm saying? And I greatly appreciate everything you have done for me and the community, my brother.
I appreciate you coming along for this trip. It's always a blessing to be a blessing. Just here to help how I can, who I can. Or I should say who I can, how I can.
There you go.
Strengths, areas of improvement or growth, you know what I mean, and how can we help them achieve that. But when I do release my books, 50% of the proceeds are going to go to the foundation, Who I Am Foundation, and the other 50% I'm going to start like a national writing contest for like graduating seniors, and I'm going to have like a committee and choose a couple, and the proceeds are going to go to like money towards their college books and stuff like that, so just to help them out however.
This is really light. It's a light blend, sweet. That's the same, it has a sweetness to it, but it's a little bit more dark, a little more spicy.
What I had last time? I didn't finish.
Last time you had a Rocky Patel. These are a little bit more, these are less spicy as Rocky Patels. All of these are. So over the past 6 years, with Anthony's involvement in the organization, it's been phenomenal. I remember when Anthony first came on into the organization, he came on initially as a volunteer. It was a story more than that, but I think I'll start on more of the volunteer part of it. He came on as a volunteer, and at that point of him coming on as a volunteer, I don't believe he thought that he was capable enough of being a volunteer. Well, at least that's what I thought. I didn't think that he wanted to do it. I didn't think that he wanted to really be involved in the way that I wanted him to be involved, and he was very, very involved, more so than what I believed he was going to be. And it was shocking to see his dedication and his determination to make sure that everything went the way it needed to go. It was very shocking to see his heart in every event that was conducted with the foundation, and his will to bring on volunteers the way that he was bringing on volunteers. It went from us having a few volunteers a week to hundreds of volunteers a week in the matter of, a short amount of time. And his dedication in that aspect really just propelled me to say, hey, I think that you could have a bigger role within the organization. And that's when I offered him the position of jumping through the loops and going directly up to Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. I believe he was more shocked to get that speech from me, and it was something that kind of took him by surprise. But it was something that I knew that he was capable of doing. It was something that I knew that he was ready for. And it was something that I knew that the organization was going to benefit from, with having him aboard and all the things that he was going to contribute to the organization. Throughout the 6 years of his tenure with the organization, he's done so much by bringing so much to the organization in reference to the growth of the organization as a whole. We've gone from 100 volunteers throughout the 6 years of having over 20-some thousand volunteers throughout the course of the time. We've expanded in over multiple cities and states, and that has all been through the propelling of how he has been able to get us to where we are, and his initiative in reference to his tenacity and his dedication and his heart. He has quite a bit of heart when it comes to the organization, and you can see that in some of the posts that he posts, alongside some of the responses that he gives to individuals that we feel may not understand our efforts and understand the things that we do as an organization. And sometimes it's questionable, the responses that he gives, but it just shows the heart that he has and how he's willing to go the extra mile for the organization, because he puts so much behind everything that he does. Which leads us to 6 years later, as on this day was his first event that we held back in 2013, was the Grow for Life, and was on the 3rd of August, which leads us to 6 years later to today, the 3rd of August of 2019, where Anthony has gone from being such an exceptional person as the Vice President and Chief Operating Officer with Who I Am Foundation. We are now promoting Anthony to the President of Who I Am Foundation, and I feel specifically that he is going to be such a great asset, and he is going to be such a great leader in that role, and he's going to create change within the organization more than what he's already done now, and it's just going to be something that the organization is going to really grow from. And I'm extremely happy to have him as the new president of Who I Am Foundation. So again, congratulations. I'm going to let you speak and say some things now that I know that you'd like to add.
Well, I mean, it's beyond humbling. It's always a blessing to be a blessing, and it's definitely going to be a challenge that I'm up for. It's completely different from the transition from volunteer to vice president, now vice president to president. It's just the challenges that come with that and the responsibilities that come with it are, I'm confident in my abilities to fulfill them, and I'm beyond grateful for the opportunity from when you brought me aboard as a volunteer to offering me the position of vice president to now president. So I thank you for that. And I look forward to the continual growth, the continual impact that the foundation has in any community that we're in, and just ready to kind of rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Make it happen, as you would say. Boom bam.
Boom bam. Boom bam. You know what? It's funny because since the first day that you became aboard, it was always about I'm ready. I'm ready to do what's needed. As soon as it was something that needed to be done, Anthony was always, okay, I'm on it, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't know how you're on it, I don't know how you're going to get it done, but he would always come back to me and say, well, we got it done. This is what we did. This is how we did it. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, thank you to D.Tillery and D.Tillery for capturing this moment.
Absolutely.
For coming with me out here and all that. But then it's crazy to think back of the office in your garage, as far as just where the foundation was at that point to now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just the impact, thousands of people per month in multiple cities and states. Yeah. And I look forward to increasing that number, significantly.
The fun part of this all is with any new position, we do the contract signing. And so we have a contract here for his new position. A nonprofit corporation whose mission statement is an advocate for our communities nationwide. Our mission is to define the problem, create a gateway, and give assistance to victims in need by making available the proper resources. The executive, the president, Anthony Freeman, has the education, the experience, and skills needed to administer and manage Who I Am Foundation, as well as the general experience needed to manage its operations, programs, and personnel. The final page, if you believe that I wouldn't truthfully guide you wrong, is the page for signature.
It's right here.
Yep. Boom. Again, welcome aboard as the president of Who I Am Foundation. I have no doubt that you'll do much success in this role that you did as vice president. And other than that, I say let's go eat and enjoy the night and celebrate.
I appreciate
Thank you, guys.
it. One last thing real quick. I do want to thank all of our volunteers, you know, all of our community partners, all of our donors. Nothing that we've accomplished would be possible
Without them, absolutely. I would 100% agree. So we want to present Anthony the certificate of promotion, certifies Anthony Freeman, having made satisfactory progress in the current position and is hereby promoted from Vice President to President of Who I Am Foundation on the 3rd of August. So Mr. Anthony, welcome aboard as President of Who I Am Foundation, and thank you so much for your service. But at the same token, we also want to present Anthony with a certificate of excellence in his position, because everything that he's done has been of excellence. Everything that he's contributed has been of excellence. Every day, every minute, every hour that he's contributed, every sleepless night that he's contributed has been of excellence, because he's always gone the extra mile to make sure that things get done. So we definitely want to present Anthony with the certificate of excellence to certify that Anthony is in recognition of outstanding service for the Chief Operating Officer role, and has been duly selected by the committee of this award and receives this certificate given by Who I Am Foundation. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everything you've done. And other than that, guys, the president of Who I Am Foundation.
Thank you.